Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, Battlefield just released a massive community update that details a lot of their plans moving forward with the game and what they're paying attention to in terms of further updates and the changes we're going to be receiving on November 18th when the second part of Season 1 drops with the new map, Eastwood. We have a lot to go over, so if you enjoy Battlefield 6 and you want to stay up to date with the game, this is the channel for you. Be sure to hit that sub button, hit the like button, and let me know what you think about all these changes in the comments. And real quick, a little bit of exciting news. I actually have an EA creator code now, guys. I saw you could sign up for them, and I figured why not, and I actually got one. So if you guys are buying anything on EA and you want to support me, use code ENDERS at checkout. This isn't like a sponsored thing. I'm not in the EA creator network or anything like that. I guess I just have a code now. So they start this post off with a summary of basically what they've done so far with the game. They go over releasing RedSec, releasing Season 1, and all of the changes they have made so far. And in the latest live update section, they detail adding casual breakthrough to the game, challenge and assignment updates, bots being introduced to verified experiences in Portal, and several major issues that were just recently addressed on the recent update on November 11th regarding spread bugs, drone bugs, the missile IR bug, and all that sort of stuff. Before I go on to the next section, I want to address some comments that I've been seeing after the recent update. For those of you that are wondering if I will make updated versions of my weapon tier lists, yes, I will be doing that. There are some big winners after this recent spread bug update, particularly with low rate of fire weapons and weapons that already had quite a lot of spread. Those weapons got a lot better. So keep a lookout for updated weapons videos, guys. And the next section they go over in this post is called Inactive Development. So these are updates that are presumably being made right now, and these are coming with the second part of Season 1 called California Resistance on November 18th, so it's less than a week away. The first thing I want to address is I've seen a lot of people comment, well, we'll see if we actually get any changes on the date that DICE specifies. And I just want to point out, I think a lot of people are being actually really unfair about this. Yes, they rug pulled the Season 1 changes, and yes, that was absolute bullshit. However, I've been covering Battlefield games for the better part of 6 years now on YouTube, and that is the only time that has ever happened in the history that I can remember covering Battlefield. So I don't expect that to be a reoccurring theme where they announce changes and then they suddenly don't release those changes on the date they specified. So even though that whole quote-unquote miscommunication thing with the Season 1 patch was super annoying, I wouldn't give them a bunch of shit unless they do it a second time. Now, if they do it again with the November 18th update, then we have a problem. Now, addressing the first part of this November 18th update, it has to do with weapons spread, and this is very concerning, actually, because we know they fixed the spread bugs in the recent patch, but now they are making another change to weapon spread, and they said they have made a small tuning pass that reduces how quickly spread and recoil build up during sustained fire. Spread adjustments apply to all weapons, while most also receive recoil tuning. These changes make weapons feel smoother and more consistent, especially at longer ranges, where we've seen players engage more often. We'll continue to monitor these updates and refine them based on gameplay data and community feedback. If their plan is to make weapons easier to control and give them less spread so they're more effective at range, that is a fucking terrible plan. We already went through this with Battlefield 2042. You do not want laser beam gunplay in the game. In my opinion, playing after the recent update that fixed the 2 spread bugs plaguing the game, weapons in Battlefield 6 are extremely accurate, even at distance, if you understand how to shoot your weapons by burst firing correctly. Making further adjustments to weapon accuracy over distance and recoil is an extremely slippery slope, and it could very easily turn Battlefield 6's gunplay into laser beam gunplay. And of course, this comes with a slew of downsides and will add to the feeling of basically dying from anywhere. I've seen a lot of players in Battlefield 6 say they feel like they have no breathing room. If they make these changes and they make the weapons more accurate, get ready to feel like you have even less breathing room because you can die from even further away. So that part of the November 18th update has me extremely concerned, but there are some good things that we can expect in this next update. There are lighting adjustments for visibility improvements, challenge clarity updates, and they're bringing the Battle Royale map, or more parts of the Battle Royale map, to Portal so people can make more custom experiences. Those of you that have looked in Portal might have noticed people have actually adapted the golf course portion of the Battle Royale map and made it into a gigantic conquest map. And the last thing we can expect, or hopefully we can expect, in the November 18th update is aim assist adjustments, and they have this to say on that topic. We have adjusted aim assist to make aiming feel smoother and more predictable, helping players build stronger muscle memory. Tuning is now similar to the open beta experience. As a result, infantry aim assist and infantry aim assist slowdown have been reset to match the new values. So try the update before making changes. Infantry aim assist zoom snap settings are only active in single player and Portal experiences and are not active in multiplayer. Hopefully this translates to a more balanced aim assist experience across the board, and I have some interesting insight on the strength of Battlefield 6's aim assist right now, because I recently had the opportunity to play in Courage's $100,000 Gauntlet tournament, and two of my teammates are professional controller Warzone players. One of them, FIFA Kill, is a two-time Warzone world champion. My other teammate, Adrian, is another top-tier Warzone controller player, and during gameplay they both told me Battlefield 6's aim assist in its current state is incredibly strong. And when it's coming from the caliber of players that both of these people are, it does carry some weight. These people use aim assist in Call of Duty for basically a living, so they know what they're talking about. But all of those changes I just went over are coming in just a few days' time on November 18th alongside the new map Eastwood. If they rug pull us with these changes a second time, then everyone has a really good reason to be pissed off. Now, moving away from the November update all the way to the December update at the end of Season 1, the things that are coming in this is apparently a vehicle balance pass and breakthrough and rush mode adjustments. For the vehicle portion, DICE said they've made an initial tuning pass to smooth out some of the biggest balance outliers between vehicles and to expect more consistent vehicle combat across the board. I certainly hope this is true. Again, Silk's recent video really did a great job detailing the catastrophically bad nature of the vehicles in Battlefield 6 right now. And it's very unfortunate because I think games that are over a decade old now, like Battlefield 4, did vehicles in such a better way. Now, in terms of the mode adjustments for Breakthrough and Rush, they're basically just going to be adjusting sector layouts, MCOM placements, out-of-bounds lines, and switching around some player counts, which I know people have already noticed. People are really upset that apparently Breakthrough right now is only 48 players, but I have to be honest, guys, during gameplay today, I didn't notice it. In fact, I actually thought some of the maps played a little less crowded and had a little better flow. And according to the community right now, that isn't a popular opinion. A lot of people seem to want those extra players, but I don't know. I really felt as though some of the maps felt less annoying to play as a result of the lower player count. So you guys are going to have to let me know what you think about the lower breakthrough player count that is actually live apparently right now. It is something that is being talked about in the community quite a bit. Now, moving on down the line in this post, we have changes that are, quote, under review, and this is the thing that sort of inspired the thumbnail text. DICE is listening. DICE does appear to be listening to the biggest issues of the community, and I suppose all we can hope is they actually act upon the community's feedback when it comes to this stuff. The first thing they detail is the community's concerns regarding map design and the size of the maps. They say that they have seen the community's comments regarding this, and Battlefield is at its best when maps offer different ways to play and consistent action around every corner. Striking that balance is always a priority, and we are committed to a variety of map types across future seasons. With Eastwood, the map that is arriving in just a couple days, DICE will continue monitoring existing maps and modes for targeted adjustments like what's planned in the Winter Offensive update, while also learning community creations in Portal. So maybe DICE will actually take some cues from some community-made maps, such as the golf course map on the Battle Royale map. Now, in terms of other things DICE is looking at for future changes, they're going to do a review for challenges, they're going to make UI and menu improvements, they're going to add some additional functionalities for player stats, including potential seasonal stat tracking, social play experiment, and the big one, hit registration and netcode improvements. Yes, dying around corners, instantly dying because of bad time to death, TTK inconsistencies, bullets not registering, They are going to be looking at this, and hopefully a fix or changes are coming sooner than later. They said they are investigating improvements to hit registration, and the work is closely tied to potential updates around time to death and time to kill consistency, as well as bugs such as sometimes dying when behind cover. That dying behind cover part is seriously one of the biggest things in the game, alongside audio, and they do mention audio in this post, but interestingly, it's only mentioned under RedSec. Now, if they do decide to make audio improvements, I assume it would have to be game-wide and not just for the Battle Royale, because there are very clearly audio problems in the multiplayer and not just in RedSec. But what they said about the audio is pretty interesting. Apparently, they have identified a memory issue that can basically cause sounds not to play. And this includes super important informational sounds, such as the directionality of footstep audio. Once again, I hope audio improvements are not solely targeted at the Battle Royale. The audio of this game does need quite a bit of love. But under the Battle Royale section, they continue to detail some interesting things. Number one, they are looking at adding a Battle Royale solo mode, and something that I just fucking hate, they're looking at adding a casual Battle Royale mode. Stop it with these casual modes, guys. I understand the implementation of casual breakthrough. It's a mode that's basically used to farm attachments. That's really what it is. We don't need an additional casual Battle Royale mode. It is going to split the player base of the already controversial Battle Royale mode. And correct me if I'm wrong, I think other games did this with their casual Battle Royale modes, and it really had some negative impacts. According to my friend Lanky Soldier, who is a big fan of Warzone and plays it quite a bit himself, he says that Call of Duty Warzone was fully abandoned by the same people that complained about sweats in the core BR experience because the casual Battle Royale playlist were not engaging enough for them. He goes on to say that if you want to add retention for the Battle Royale mode for less skilled players, adds missions, rewards, and quests, something that any player feels like they can do, even if they don't win. And he goes on to say, do not devalue the Battle Royale experience and fill it with bots, please. I 100% agree with him. And the last few things they mentioned in regards to the Battle Royale is they're taking a look at the amount of time it takes to use an armor plate, and they're exploring possible adjustments to tanks and their availability and frequency, and also placement across the Battle Royale map. DICE then wraps this post up with a mention of Season 2 and when it could potentially launch. They say they're just getting started with Battlefield 6 and there's more to come, and following the California Resistance update on November 18th, Winter Offensive arrives on December 9th, with Season 2 launching in early 2026. I don't know about you guys, but I certainly hope early 2026 means late January, early February at the absolute latest. I certainly hope it isn't anything like March or April. Any sort of long period of downtime without content really hurts games, so let's just hope there isn't some 19-week period of nothing like there was in Battlefield 2042. And with that, that wraps up this community post. I do enjoy these posts from them. I like the frequency. I like the transparency. The communication from Battlefield in general has been leaps and bounds ahead of what it once was. I remember a time in Battlefield 5 where even if you paid DICE, they probably wouldn't even say anything regarding massive game problems. And that has certainly changed. So shout out to them in that regard, and let's hope we get the changes they're talking about. So if you enjoy the channel, hit that sub button, be sure to hit that like button, let me know what you think about all this stuff in the comment section, and swing by a stream. I stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders, and remember guys, I just got a creator code, so use code enders on anything EA, hooray! I'll see you guys later.